It being 6:30, I'd like to call the budget hearing for the 2020-2021 high school budget for Plymouth, New Hampshire, in Plymouth, New Hampshire. The budget is up 2.4% in appropriations. First of all, the budget is 922 lines long, and it's available on the back table, or I believe you could probably pick one up at the SAU office.
It's also online.
It is online? Okay. It's also online. This year, the appropriations has gone up about 2.46%. And when you factor in the education adequacy money, you can see the amount that affects your taxes, and a lot of folks are pretty interested in how much it affects the taxes. So I'll go over that. In the town of Ashland, the tax rate will increase 30 cents per thousand. Campton, 17 cents. In Holderness, it's flat. There is no increase or decrease. In Plymouth, you're down 2 cents a thousand. In Rumney, you're down 16 cents a thousand. Thornton, you're up 29 cents a thousand. And in Wentworth, you're up 16 cents a thousand. There are a lot of factors affecting our budget this year. There's a powder blue sheet that's available in this in the SAU office and also online, and it describes some of the changes in revenues we've experienced between the fiscal year 2020 and fiscal year 2021. The catastrophic aid has gone down $51,656. Voc Tech tuition is down $5,000. Medicare is down $20,000, and tuition is down $275,000, making a drop of $351,000 in revenues, which is 2.46% of our budget. Now, on the back of this said blue form, which is also available, as I said, online, we have some of the line items of our 922-line budget that stick out. I can't describe specifics on these line items, but I will go over them. If anybody has any questions on any of these line items, I will defer to Mr. Parsons or Mr. Halloran. Line number 108 in account number $1,100, we are going to increase tech upgrades and replacements $57,000. There's a $50,000 special education contract services increase, $24,000 in English language learners. We're going to pay we have an increase of $10,000 in our budgets for referees. Occupational therapy is up $10,000. We have a new tech director position, which is $52,750. We have $47,000 in security gate replacement, chains at the entrance, upgrade and lighting in the back parking. We have $15,000 to replace equipment, $46,000 in student transportation, and $109,000 in special education transportation. Special education has become a factor in our budget, and please know that we always budget for the worst case scenario from a financial standpoint. If a special education student is on the horizon, we anticipate it at the higher financial level to protect ourselves. Again, all these forms are online. If you have any questions at any point, feel free to interrupt me and ask. On a green piece of paper, we have the full-time equivalency. This year, we have dropped from 39.4 teachers to 37.2. Mr. Parsons can correct me, we had 3 retirements and hired one back, or hired one. So a net loss of 2. In our support staff, we have increased to 22.8. Actually stayed the same. We had 22.8 last year, and we're at 22.8% this year. Our budget this year is, just a second, $11,960,765, up last year's budget of $11,708,976. Again, as I alluded to, there's 900 and some odd lines here. If anybody has any questions on any of these lines, now would be a good time to ask. I'd be more than happy to defer to the superintendent or the principal to discuss these in detail. Does anybody have any questions at all on the budget? Sure. Can you step up and identify yourself?
Line 679, it says new tech director position.
Can you identify yourself, sir?
My name is Mike Weaver.
And you live in?
I live in Plymouth.
Okay. Line 679.
Does that 52,751 include the benefits for the
Peter?
new tech position?
Mr. Barrett, Mr. Halloran?
Yeah, Mike, that's a new tech director for the entire SAU. So they're in the position is actually in the SAU budget. We've never had that position before, and with all the cybersecurity and all the requirements we need to meet now, all the board members felt it was prudent to make that position. So a portion of the salary and benefits for that job is included in the 52. The $52,000 increase is the increase to the school district for the entire SAU budget.
Gotcha.
So the actual salary budgeted is $90,000, plus the benefits are above and beyond that. So I think the gross number is somewhere in $140,000 with all the stuff that has it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any questions for the budget this year? Again, all the information is on the high school website. You can go there and you can look it all over. If you didn't get a chance to see this broadcast, you can certainly call the high school or the SAU office and ask the superintendent or the principal any questions. They have worked very hard on this budget and can answer chapter and verse on any of these lines. Okay, okay.
That's it?
That's it.
We would just need to hear the board to send draft budget number 2 and the warrant articles onto the deliberative session.
So I need a motion to move the budget as presented tonight.
So moved.
And that would be to the tune of $11,960,765, and to include the 3 warrant articles to the deliberative session on Tuesday, February 4th. I believe it is.
Double check that.
Tim, and seconded by Walter.
Yes.
All board members in favor, if you could raise your hands, please. So that is unanimous.
Thank you.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Deachman, who's been doing this job that I did tonight for 30-odd years. Big shoes to fill, and have a good weekend, have a good vacation in Florida.
So unless there's no other business,
Close the hearing.
we will adjourn. Thank you for coming.